Hey, what's up, YouTube? Silky back, bringing you episode number 2 in our Disturbed Let's Play. You'll notice right above me, I'm going to keep track of the death encounters now, because we died 3 times in episode 1. 3 times. The third one was my favorite. The tree. That tree, man. Oh, geez. You guys have got to go back and watch the first episode if you haven't. Those trees, that tree straight up murdered us. Minute into the game, murdered by a tree. But we're gonna pick it up from there, or from the beginning. We're gonna skip right to where we've been at. I'm gonna try to take the nap this time, though. I want to see what happens if we go back to the house. No, we're gonna go. We're gonna follow the path. Continue down the path. We don't need the key, because the key was only for the old man's house. So we're going to cross that bridge. We're tired. I'm beat now. I'm exhausted. I'm going to take a little nappy nap. We're going to take a nappy nap. Ugh! Jeez. Alright, your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. Your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits into 2 paths. Which way should you go? Alright, guys. Alright. Yo. Let me talk at you guys right quick. We go left, and we die. We go right, and we die again. So that's where we're at. There's a 50-50 chance that we die no matter what we do here. We're going left. We're going left. You continue down the path for some time. You come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way did you go? I know if we follow the trail in the grass, we're about to die. But I'm super curious as to... Sword in the stone, we're gonna be king! Oh, baby, we're gonna be kings, guys! We're about to be the king. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. Grave? Nah, that is sword in the stone. Confirmed. We are King Arthur. Well, let's inspect the grave. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword? May I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of a pure essence can free me. A rare hope, like a flower found in darkness. We about to die, folks. We about to get straight up murdered by a ghost. We're grabbing the sword. You reach for the sword. Before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. A sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones. What fragments remain fall to the ground. Your adventure ends here. Yep, I called it. 4. Alright. So, I'm very curious about what happens beyond these crops. So we're just gonna keep following this path. And I bet you, like, we were supposed to just stay at the farm and everything would have been cool. But nah, we're bolting, man. Alright, we're taking a nap. Because we don't want to die again. Alright, so we're gonna go left again. But we're not gonna follow the trail. We're gonna just keep going down the path. You walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Oh boy, I just know we're gonna die in this well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. Nope. We out. We outie. We're continuing. I know if I grab that coin, I'm getting murdered. Walking over hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramore. Several times a year you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out here. The path before you was overrun with blight. Yeah, why not? You have come a long way and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the ill soil. Darkness consumes you and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. Alright. Fifth time's the charm? Sounds pretty good to me. Fifth time the charm. Alright, so back out to the crowd. We're going to take the right path this time. Oh, never mind. We're going to investigate the... Wow, a toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Ugh. Well, let's inspect the water, I guess? You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl about like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Who would feed their animal that? That is just nasty, dude. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into a dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die, eventually, after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Okay. When I said 5th time's the charm, I meant 6 times the charm. We getting killed, folks. Alright, so let's oh, no. We gotta turn away. Leave the pen. That nasty. We gotta get animal control out here. Just nobody call PETA. Don't call PETA, because they're gonna come out and they're gonna take me to jail. And we gotta take a nap, because if we don't take a nap, we die. I don't want to keep dying. Alright, we gotta go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there's a tree. There's a hole carved in it. Oh, hey, by the way, there's a tree over there. I think it's got a hole in it. Might want to go check it out. Yeah, why not? Let's inspect the tree. We're gonna get eaten up by a tree hole. Tree hole. That's dirty. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. Nope. Ain't happening. You look and see something shiny in the hole, as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one centered in the middle, and one on the left. Oh, God, I really want to push the knobs. It's one of those situations where you are told, don't push the button, and you immediately want to push the button. We got to think on this one. Because I know right now, if I push that button, we die. If I don't push that button, we live to fight another day. But if I don't push those buttons, I never find out what was behind the buttons. But all my movie expertise is telling me to leave the tree. So we outie. Let's go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Yeah, we've already come this far. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Oh, dang, look at all these! Alright, let's inspect the statue on the right. Before you stands an old angel statue that has broken many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. What about the one on the left? You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other with one finger pointed up towards the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Well, let's investigate the fountain. There is a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain as if it were calling for something. Alright, so it's going to be the same thing. Well, let's enter the tower. As you reach for the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. So we can't do anything there. Well, let's inspect that tree. We're going to push some knobs. We're pushing buttons, folks. We are pushing the buttons. Press them! Which one do we press? I guess an eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Negan's going to kill left knob. Oh. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Middle, left, right. There's only so many combinations. Middle, right, left. Nothing happens. Alright. So, what if we go left, right, middle? Nothing. So right, middle, left. Nothing happens. Right, left, middle. Nothing happens. Oh man, there's a ton of options this thing could be. Left, left, middle? Left, left, right? Nothing. Left, middle, middle? Nothing happens. Left, right, right? Uh-oh. You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift underneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. The hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. You see 3 separate paths within the walls of the cavern. Which path do you choose? Left has been my go-to so far. Cautiously make your way through the darkness. You come to a split path. Which do you choose? Well, the right one looks like it goes up. So I'm going to choose right. You struggle forward as way before you becomes completely dark. You notice that there's light off in the distance, and you continue to make your way forward. Eventually you make it into some sort of concrete room. Turning around, you see a hole in the wall where you came from. Your guess is that it wasn't part of the initial design? You turn around to see a door. There being little to nothing in the room, you decide to move on through the doorway. You find yourself in what looks like a basement. You turn about to discover that in each direction there is a door. Boxes of supplies and debris litters the floor and corners of the room. You notice that there are several markings on the doors and floor, some of which scare you. You got a bad feeling about this place. Let's inspect the supplies. You walk about the room, browsing through the dust-covered storage. You find some rope in the boxes. It feels strong to the touch and has minimal wear. You decide to take the rope. Alright guys, we just got ourselves a rope. We're prepared for this journey ahead. But that's where I'm going to end episode 2. We're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. We're going to wait and see what happens in the next episode. As always, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, make sure you show some love on the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. That's going to be it for us today, guys. I will see you next time. Peace.